Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Tracy. Today we have a yin yoga cool down practice, ideal after a workout, on a rest day, or if you're looking for a full body stretch. So cool down with this practice for an amazing stretch, releasing tension and soreness. Today's props, grab a bolster. If you don't have one of these, you can use a couple of pillows or cushions. Also grab a strap, belt or towel, and when you're ready, meet me on the mat. Hi, I'm Tracy. Today we're going to begin seated, legs wide. If your hamstrings are tight, keep the knees bent. Bringing the sole of your right foot in towards your groin. Inhale as you sit up tall and exhaling as you hinge at the hips and fold forward. Any low back disorders, keep the back neutral. If uncomfortable for the neck, support your head in your hands or you can use a prop. Begin to focus on your breath. Slow, even breaths in and out through the nose. In yin, we are trying to find our edge. After a while, your body will open more and you may be able to move the body further into the posture. Try to relax, no pushing or pulling. Half butterfly is a wonderful posture where this forward fold helps to open the back, hips and inner leg. Remember to listen to your body. If you feel any pain or pinching, back out of the posture. You may notice your mind starts to wander. Gently redirect your attention right back to the breath. Coming out of the pose, use your hands to push the floor away and slowly roll up. Repeating on the other side, both legs wide. Bring the sole of your left foot in towards your groin. Inhale as you sit up tall and exhale as you hinge at the hips and fold forward. Take the modification that you're comfortable with for today. Remember, you may find one side is tighter than the other. Focus your attention back on the breath. Slow, even breaths in and out through the nose. These slow, deep breaths will help to calm the mind, which in turn will help the breath become slower and more even. Coming out of the pose, slowly push the floor away with your hands. Placing your hands behind you, extend the legs out in front, give them a little shake and a wiggle. Bending your knees so your feet are flat on the floor, feet together. On an exhalation, let your knees drop to the right. Inhaling, bring them back to centre. Exhaling to the other side. Repeat on both sides 2 more times. Coming onto all fours, tabletop position, move it into sleeping swan. Sliding your right knee behind your right wrist. Tuck your back toes under and slide your foot towards the back, but only as far as comfortable. Lean a bit to the right side and check how your knee feels. If knee okay, flex the foot and move it forwards. If the knee feels stressed, bring the foot closer in towards the hip. You can even sit on the foot. Keeping the weight back into your hips, slowly walk your hands forwards, lowering down in stages. If comfortable, you can come down onto your elbows or lying completely over your right leg. Finding your edge and letting your body slowly open up. Bring your focus back onto the breath, slow, even breaths in and out through the nose. In Sleeping Swan, we're able to stretch the hip flexors, increase toe mobility and strengthen the ankles. Remember to listen to your body. If you feel any pain or pinching, back out of the posture. Using your hands to push the floor away, slowly coming back up into tabletop position. Hands slightly ahead of your shoulders, curl your toes under. Push back through your hands, lift your hips and straighten your legs as you come into downward dog. Keeping the left knee bent, straighten the right leg as you push your heel towards the floor and feel that lovely stretch in the back of your calf. Switch legs. and then push both heels towards the mat. Let your head hang and move your shoulder blades away from your ears towards your hips. Enjoy this all over body stretch. Bending your knees to release, come back onto your hands and knees. Repeating Sleeping Swan on the other side, slide your left knee forwards behind your left wrist. Come into the modification you're comfortable with today. Tuck your back toes under and slide that foot towards the back. Remember to keep the weight back into your hips as you slowly walk your hands forward, lowering down in stages. Bringing your attention back to the breath, smooth, steady breathing in and out through the nose. Coming out of the posture, use your hands to push the floor away and slowly come up. From your tabletop position, tuck the back toes under as you push your hips up into down dog. Bending your right knee as you keep your left leg straight, pushing the heel towards the mat. Keep the weight evenly distributed in your hands as you switch the legs. Straightening both legs as you push the heels towards the mat. Really enjoying that stretch in the back of the legs. Bending your knees to release and coming back onto your hands and knees. Bring your seat back to your heels. Taking your seat to one side, bring your legs extended in front of you. Moving into half saddle so we can target the large quadricep group of muscles on the front of the thighs. Bend the left knee and bring the foot alongside the left hip. Leaning back on your hands, you can keep the right leg straight or bend the leg, foot flat on the floor. We are looking to create a little arch in the lower back. This may be enough, otherwise come down onto your elbows. And if you want to deepen this posture even further, lie down all the way to the floor, arms at your sides. There should be some compression in the lower back. However, if you do experience any pinching or the compression is getting too much, you can use cushions or the bolster to raise your upper back. Relax and let gravity do the work, remaining still to really get into those deeper connective tissues. This is a really intense pose, so if you do feel any pain, you've pushed too hard, please back out of the pose as the sensation ceases. Coming out of the posture, propping yourself up on your elbows and then slowly onto the hands. Extending both legs in front of you, give them a little shake. Repeating on the other side, bend the right knee and bring the foot alongside the right hip. Left leg either straight or bent, leaning back on your hands. Moving into the modification that you're comfortable with today. Finding your edge and letting your body slowly open up. Slow, even breaths in and out through the nose. Very slowly coming out of the posture, prop yourself up on your elbows and then onto your hands. Extending both legs out in front of you. Give them a little shake again. Grab hold of your strap, belt or towel. Place it by the side of you and roll down onto your back. Make sure your upper body is comfortable. Bend both knees and place both feet flat on the floor. Exhale as you engage your abdominal muscles and gently rock your hips towards your head. Feel your lower back pressing into the floor and inhale as you return to your neutral position. Repeat 3 more times. Taking hold of the prop in both hands, pull the right knee towards the chest, placing the sole of that foot against the prop. Straighten the leg up. Feel free to keep a bend in that knee if your hamstring is tight. Let the shoulders sink into the ground and using a little arm strength, slowly pull the leg towards the chest. Flex the foot and reach the heel up. Supine hamstring stretch can help to prevent a lower back pain, as tight hamstrings can reduce mobility in the pelvis, putting additional pressure on the lower back. Keep listening to your body. If you feel any pain or pinching, back off out of the posture. Bending your right knee, remove the prop, place the foot back on the floor and repeat on the other side. You may find that one side is tighter than the other, so please feel free to keep the bend in the knee if your hamstrings are tight. Letting the shoulders sink into the ground and using a little arm strength to slowly pull the leg towards the chest. Flex the foot and reach the heel up. Releasing out of the posture, bend the knee, remove the prop and remove it to the side. Hug your knees into your chest to release the sacrum and lumbar. Might also feel nice to rock side to side. Moving into a spinal twist, take your arms out to the sides, shoulder height, palms facing up. Keeping knees and feet together, exhale as you slowly lower both legs over to the left, keeping the shoulders pinned to the floor. If your knees are floating, you can place a pillow or bolster underneath for support. Directing your knees lower or higher can affect where in the spine the stress is felt. If the knees are high, you may find it's more obvious in the upper back, and if they are lower, then the stress may be felt in the lower back. Find where you are comfortable and remain still to gain the most benefit out of the postures. Slowly rolling onto your back. Exhale as you lower your legs over to the right. Coming into your edge and remaining still. Smooth, slow, even breath in and out through the nose. Reclining twists are a lovely gentle twist to finish with, relieving tension in the spine. It can restore spine neutrality and balance to the nervous system. Slowly roll onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Remaining here for a few moments as we release the sacrum and lumbar. Finishing today's practice in Shifasana, bring your feet flat on the floor and extend them along the mat. Feet just widen the hip width apart. Let your feet fall open on either side as you bring your arms alongside your body but slightly away from your torso, palms facing upwards and letting your fingers softly curl in. Tucking your shoulder blades into your back for support. Close your eyes. Relax your whole body, including your face, and let your body feel heavy as it sinks into the mat. Let your breathing occur naturally. Feel the natural flow as you breathe in and out. To return to normality, first begin to deepen the breath, then begin to wiggle the toes, and then your fingers, slowly reawakening the body. Stretch your arms overhead for a full body stretch from hands to feet. Bring your palms together in front of your heart space. This is where I will leave you today. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. It's all free. I put out new videos on a regular basis.